Hello everyone, my today's class is dedicated to Asymptote Global Education online platform. Today I will teach about the circle. This kind of shape is known as circle. We all know that circle have a plane shape like this. Detailed information about the circle we will provide you in today's class. Let's let's talk about the circle. Circle is a plane shape like this shape. If we have to define this, the definition of the circle is that a plane shape, a plane shape which have equidistant, a plane shape in which many points have equidistant from a fixed point. Many points have equidistant from a fixed point. For example, this is a circle and this is a center of the circle. The points which are on the boundary of the circle, these all points are equidistant from this fixed point, and this fixed point in the circle is known as center of the circle. Center of the circle, and this is denoted by O. Now the question is that what is the need of the circle in our daily life? The need of the circle in our daily life is that for finding the area of the shape which have in circular. For example, let's see area of circle, circumference of circle. In the next step we will discuss about it. Now talk about the important parts of some parts of circle, some basic parts of circle. First of all, this circular shape is known as circle, and this fixed point is known as center of the circle and denoted by O. Center, this is called center of circle and denoted by O. From this center, the distance of the points which are on the circumference or boundary of which are on the boundary on the circle is known as the distance between these 2 points O, and suppose this point is A, is known as radius, and this is denoted by small r, radius. Radius, center, and one more point which is important in the circle, this is known as, this is radius, and from this point this is also radius. The distance between point A and V is known as diameter, or we can say that a line which have to pass from the center of the circle is known as diameter. Diameter is equals to, formula for diameter is equals to 2r. As you can see here also, O to A r and O to V r, r plus r 2r. So formula for diameter is 2r. From this formula we can find the radius also. Diameter upon 2 equals to r. If we have to bring this 2 from this side, so formula will be like that, diameter upon 2 equals to radius. So these two formula are also important, we have to learn it. Diameter equals to 2r, and the second one is this 2 will be this side, then the formula will be for finding the radius is d upon 2 equals to r, radius. These are the basic and important part of circle, but I want to tell you that circle have also some important parts, but here for the basic knowledge of the circle these are sufficient. Radius, diameter and center of the circle. Some parts have also in the circle like chord, but we will discuss about these parts in the next class. Okay. In this slide, we will discuss about the real life examples of circle. Some real life examples are chapati, bangles and wheels. We all know that everyone have to know about the chapati which we have to make from the wheat or maize, and we have to eat it. So this shape is have always like circular. And bangles, the ladies or girls have wear it in the hands. The bangles have also circular shape. Wheel of the vehicles wheels have always in circular shape. So this is the basic knowledge about the circle. Now the question is that what is the need of to study about the circles? The need is that suppose if we have to find the suppose this is chapati and we have to keep it at the desk. Now if we want to find the area of this chapati, how much, or we can say that space occupied by the chapati, we have to keep it at anywhere. So this space is known as the area which will be occupied, or we can say that covered by this particular circular shape. Or we can say that if we want to find, suppose this is Wangle, if we want to find the distance from this point to this point, or we can say this distance, the length of the boundary of the circle is known as the circumference of circle. Let's see in the next slide, area of circle. If we want to find the area of any circular shape, like this is a circle, or we can say that bangle. If we want to find the area, the amount of space enclosed by the bangle, if we have to keep the bangle at the ground or at the book or at any particular place, the question is that what amount of space enclosed by this shape, how can we find it? It's very simple. For finding the area of circular shape, the formula is universal, that is pi r square. This is known as pi and r is equal to radius. Now what is the phi? Here pi is a mathematical constant. Mathematical constant. And when we have to find the area of circle, the value of pi, we have to always put area of circle is pi r square. Pi is mathematical constant, but value of pi we have to always put 22 upon 7 or 3.14 according to our need. This you have to keep it in mind for lifetime, or we can say that you have to remember it. Pi is equals to 22 upon 7 or the value is 3.14 when we will find the area. And if you want to know about the detailed information about the pi is a mathematical constant, and for here this we can also define like that also. Pi is equals to ratio of circumference of circle and the diameter of the circle. Circumference of circle. If someone asks you what is the pi, so you can define it like that. Pi is equals to the ratio of circumference of circle and the diameter of the circle, and value of phi have always we have to put 22 upon 7 or 3.14. Let's see some examples of it. Circumference of circle. What is the circumference of circle? Let's start with the formula for finding the circumference of circle is 2 pi r. 2 pi r. Pi, the value of pi we will put according to our need, that is 22.7 or 3.14, and r is equals to radius. And one of the question is, what is the circumference? Circumference of circle. Circumference means length of the boundary of the circle. Length of the boundary of the circle. Suppose this is our circle, and if we want to find the length from this point to this point, the same point, so from here to here, the length of this boundary is called the circumference of the circle. We can understand it through some questions also. The first question is, find area of circle if radius is 14 centimeter. We know that for finding the area, formula is pi r square, and the value of pi is 22 upon 7 multiply the value of r is equals to given radius 14 square. So 22 upon 7 multiply 14 square means we will write 2 times of 14. 7 2s are 14. We will cancel this 14 from 7 because 7 is denominator and 14 is numerator. Now we will multiply 22 into 2 into 14. 22 into 2 44 into 14, and the final answer is 44 into 14 is equals to 14 4s are 56, 6 carry 5, 14 4s are 56 and 5 616 centimeter square, because area have always in square units. That's why we will write at the end 616 centimeter square. Let's see the last slide of this class. The question is, find circumference of circle if diameter is 28 centimeter. Here diameter is 28 centimeter, and we know that formula for finding the circumference is 2 pi r, and we all know that the formula for finding the radius is equals to d upon 2. So here 20 is 28, and so value will be radius is 2 1 jar 2 2 4 jar 18 14 centimeter. Now we can put this 14 in place of r in the formula. Then we can find if the value of pi is 22 upon 7 and value of r is 14. 7 2s are 14. So answer is 2 into 2 4, 22 into 4. So circumference is 4 2s are 8, 4 2s are 8, 88 centimeter. This will be the our final answer. So I hope in today's class you have been understand about the basic parts of circle and the basic introduction of circle. Thank you. We will meet in the next class. Thank you everyone.